This video tutorial is going to cover how to submit shift-based availability when requested by your manager. There are three different ways that your manager could request availability from you: shift-based, hourly-based, and event-based. This video is specifically going to cover how to submit shift-based availability. If you are unsure which type of availability that your manager has requested, please reach out to them and ask. In order to submit this availability, you're going to go on the left-hand side of your screen and go to the My Availability tab. On this page, you're going to see all the different positions that you are a part of. You're going to see two different options on the left-hand side for each position. Requested means the manager of that position wants your availability, and confirmed means that this availability has still been locked by the manager. And for this position, you are going to be unable to submit any new availability. When you've decided which position you want to submit availability for, we're going to click on it here. And it's going to take you to the shift-based availability screen. On this page, and why it's called shift-based availability, is the manager has set up predetermined shift times for you to enter your availability for. So all these different blocks here, you'll see the name of the shift, you'll see a block here that gives you the time, and you're going to be able to enter whether you are available, unavailable, or have no preference on if you'd like to work the shift or not. At the top of the screen, you'll see general days of the week: Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. You are going to be putting your availability in for a general time frame that your manager has specified. If you need to submit a certain specific date off, such as March 4th, I need off, you'll want to use the Request for Time Off tab, and there's a separate support video and article that will walk you through how to do that. Once you see the shift templates below, you can mark your availability in a couple different ways. You can click on each of the shift templates, and it's going to bring up the three options available for you. Keep in mind that available means you want to work and you want to be considered first. No preference is almost like I'd prefer not to work. You are going to be behind all the others who said they were available for this shift, but you could still be scheduled if your manager really needs you. The last option is unavailable, and if you are marked as unavailable, you will not be scheduled for that specific shift. So you can mark availability here. If you prefer, you can drag availability for a long period of time in this bar at the top of the screen. So I could come here and I could drag and say from 6 to 1, I'm available. And all the shift templates that fall underneath that will turn to green or red or whatever color that you chose. One thing to keep in mind, this bar does not save. So if you enter this bar and then I leave the availability and come back, this bar will no longer be here. But the availability that was changed, the shift templates that were changed, will still be here and will be in the color that you changed them to. You'll also see on the left next to each position name, if it says requested, those are positions that your manager wants availability for. If it says confirmed, this means it is locked. So the manager is going to have to unlock it for you to put in new availability for that position. If you have a scenario where you are either totally available or totally not available for the entire day, you'll want to use on the right-hand side of the screen here, you'll want to use the set days availability option. So I can say I'm not available at all on Tuesdays. With one click, all the shifts on that day became not available. When you have completed each of the days of the week at the top, you may need to hit the Submit to Manager button in the top right corner of the screen. If you hit this button, it will lock your availability and you will no longer be able to make updates. Some managers have indicated to us that they instruct their staff to not hit this button so that you are allowed to go in and make changes at any time. If you're unsure whether you should hit this button, you should reach out to your manager and ask. Lastly, you can always use the search feature here as well. If you just want to mark availability for either a certain position or a certain type of shift, you could use the search feature and it'll filter out all the other shifts that do not include this in its title, and you can easily mark availability from there. That is how to submit shift-based availability. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to us. Our phone number is 617-401-8733. You can also email us at support@subitup.com, and we are available on weekdays from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Thanks so much.